What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of. Oh no, this is my new buddy Matt here. Matt, oh my God. Okay, this was the best meal I have had in Waynesboro, without a doubt, and this may be the best meal that I've had since COVID started. And my man Matt is over here sweating like crazy. This is literally the hardest working. I mean, bartender, maitre d', director of waitresses and everything else. And he's like, literally. I said, "What's your favorite thing to eat?" He said, "The ribeye." The ribeye was killing. It was killing it. Mike got a salmon salad, but Mike said it was good. But after a hard day of working on it, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna treat myself. Heritage on Maine. Yeah, this was great. And what's cool about it is let me show you the ambiance here, because I'm eating, and we got not a lot of people that are in here right now, but right here on the television, I'm watching the Green Bay Packers versus the Dallas Cowboys from 2019 in a game that Dak Prescott threw for 443 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. And the Cowboys lost 34-24. Here's what's kind of interesting, because this was the 100th anniversary of the NFL season and stuff. 2019 was not a great season for us, and of course, Aaron Rodgers has a tendency to kick our ass a lot. We don't beat him that often. And this will be one of those games that you look at that everybody talks about. Oh my God, Amari Cooper, man. Amari Cooper had a monster night in this game, and he did. Now, I'm watching, we're in the first quarter here. The typical things that happened to the Dallas Cowboys happened in this game, at least in the first quarter. Right now, there's 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Green Bay is up 7-0. Now, here's what's crazy. The Cowboys Dak threw a pass. Look, Dak just literally killed in the backfield, okay? Dak threw a pass to Amari Cooper, which should have been caught in the red zone. Cowboys first drive, driving right down there. Ball is in the hands of Amari Cooper. It gets tipped up, intercepted. They bring it back to the 4-yard line and go on to score a touchdown. Had Amari Cooper caught this pass, it's first down on about the 18-yard line with momentum. Instead, turnovers, as I tell you, turnovers are game changers. So now all of a sudden, instead of feeling really good about taking a lead and everything else to be in the game, you get this tipped interception, which goes down as an interception from Dak. Ball was in his hands. Now, that's not to negate the night that Amari Cooper had, because Amari Cooper had one of the best nights he's had as a Dallas Cowboy, with the exception of the 1 interception. Now, here it is. I'm looking now at another drive for the Cowboys, okay? The second drive, they have the ball. 1st and 10 on like the 25-yard line, and the Cowboys get a penalty. So now it's 1st and 15. Okay, 1st and 15. They end up converting, but see, these are things that are momentum killers. Okay, the Cowboys get out to about the 45-yard line, and here it is. The offensive line wasn't there. Dak gets sacked. I mean, there was no chance. There were 2 guys that are literally right there. There's nowhere to go. And so we look at this and we say, well, it's Dak Prescott's fault. Well, Amari Cooper, had he held on to the football there, it's 1st and 10 on the 18-yard line. If his offensive line had given him a little bit more time, and he bailed them out after being 1st and 15, then maybe this game ends up being differently. But, we look at this and we always hear, well, the other team jumps out to a big lead and everything else because Dak Prescott ain't doing his job. You get skip, because he's garbage. Well, here it is. Green Bay is up 7-0, and I can't honestly say that any of it is Dak Prescott's fault at this moment. Now, that's not to say Dak Prescott doesn't have bad throws sometimes, interceptions and things like that. But we're in the hole right now because Amari dropped the football, because the offensive line didn't block, and because the offensive line gets a penalty. But everybody wants to point and say, Dak, 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 Dak. Open your eyes, people. Open your eyes. It's a team sport. And if one person screws up, then it affects everybody. If one offensive lineman doesn't get his block, guess what? The quarterback gets sacked. If one offensive lineman ends up holding, guess what? You get a penalty. If the wide receiver ends up not holding on to the catch, guess what? It's an interception. You have to understand, all of these things matter in the grand scheme of things. But of course, the Dak Prescott haters will be out there saying, well, if we just didn't have that garbage-ass quarterback, insert Tom Brady in there, and if his receivers are tipping the ball up for an interception, it doesn't matter. Insert Tom Brady in there. If his offensive line isn't blocking for him, then it's kind of like when the Giants and the Eagles played him in the Super Bowl. He's not going to win. Enter your offensive line having penalties backing you up. Guess what? Tom Brady's not going to matter if these things continue to happen. So, that's where we are. And I guess I'm talking a little loud because I got some people that are looking around saying, what's wrong with this guy? Well, it's Mark Holmes, the Joe Boo Sports Report. And I just had some red meat. And I'm feeling energized now because after the day I had, that was the perfect thing for me. But I think I'm going to fall out. Fall out when I get back to the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn, because I'm tired. I'm real tired. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys, as well as you ladies, for joining us and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. And I hope that you're having a great night. I would do a fireside chat, but I don't have a fire, but I will chat later on before I go to sleep. What's it?
It's so good.
Oh, he killed that salad and the potato and the broccoli. It was good. That was good.
Even the appetizer looked good.
Yeah. It was a Greek appetizer with warm pita chips.
Then your side salad
and
was good.
Side salad. Oh man, even the side salad was even good with extra blue cheese dressing. Yeah.
Heritage on Main in Waynesboro.
Heritage on Main. And here's what's funny, because we've been looking for a great spot to eat. And
This is on
when
top
Mike
of
found
the-
it, he looked at the reviews. And the funny thing is
Oh, Jet.
5-star review from my man Jet. Jet's been here, so if it's good enough for Jet, it's definitely good enough for me. I'm Mark Holmes, and well, if you come in, make sure you see Matt. Matt will hook a brother up. He'll hook your shit up. Oh, boy. Ooh, child. I hope you're having a good night. And one more time again, happy birthday, Maya. Frank Joseph said he didn't see. He said, you didn't wish Maya happy birthday. I was like, I did on my last video. But just in case, happy birthday again, Maya. I'll see you guys later. Peace.